Hi, this is Eric Martin with Board Game Geek. I'm here with Bruno Cathala, co-designer of SOS Titanic, coming from Ludonaute in Spiel 2013. They also published The Little Prince, which you co-designed with Antoine Bauza. So it's another light game, it seems. A light sort of family-ish game, or am I overstating it?
Yeah, it's a game I made with Ludovic Maublanc, and it's a cooperative game, or that you can also play alone. Okay. The main mechanism, everybody knows it because it's the same mechanism as the solitaire card game. Okay, but with a story, with special characters, etc. The story is that we are the 14th April, and the Titanic just crashed into the iceberg. So, and now we will try together to save the most passenger as possible. Okay.
We all know the story, so it's already like you know what you have to do.
Yeah,
it's good.
We know what we have to do, but we know that it will be hard to save everybody. And our challenge is to try to make better than the real story.
Okay.
Okay. So
we've got 3,000 cards.
No. We have 60 passenger cards, which represent the total amount of passengers.
Okay.
These cards,
unrealistic, really, to do 3,000. Okay.
These cards are two colors. It depends of if you belong to the first class or to standard passengers. Okay. In the first class, you have two series from 1 to 13.
Okay.
For standard passengers, you have two series from 1 to 17. Sorry. Okay. This means that on a statistical point of view, it will be harder to save the standard passenger, which was sadly the truth.
Right.
Okay. So how to play? Each player draws a character.
Okay.
That means that we all have. Yeah. We all have a special ability. Okay. This gives you the small icon there shows the number of action cards we start with. So some characters have no cards at the beginning, some of them have many cards, etc. And then on your turn, imagine I play alone. The first thing you can do is to rearrange the passenger there with the same rule as in the solitaire. That means that to go out from the boat, we have to make 5 in descending order. Mm-hmm. And then, when we have a 1, we will be able. 1 are rescue boats. We can put it close to the boat, and then we will be able to put the characters in ascending order. The thing we have to respect is color, because we never mix first class with other passengers.
Even when we're sinking.
Yeah, even. And sadly, it was the truth. So, in that situation, for example, I can place the 5 and the 6, because it's just the following number and the same color. And that means that I can reveal this card. Oh, I'm lucky, because now I can move the 2 ones there and flip that one. Now, I can't do anything else. So now I have the choice to play 1 action card. Imagine I have 2 of them in front of me, okay? Or to try to find to organize the files with new passengers, because this deck represents the passenger who is still into the boat, okay? Depending on my character, I can draw from 1 to 6 cards. So imagine I choose to draw 4. I look at them, and I have to be able to play 1. Okay. If it's the case, if I can play many of them, I can only play 1 of them. I have to choose. Okay? So, in that situation, I will be happy to make a rescue boat here. Okay? But imagine I can't play any of these cards. I just have to discard them, and the time progresses. Okay? And I have, in consequence, I have a little help. I draw a new action card, which can help me later. Okay? And so the target is to try to evacuate the passenger in front of the boat before you come
Right, we
in
got
that situation.
the dots disappearing, which
Yeah,
gives you a
exactly.
countdown.
And when the deck is completely under the water, passengers don't sink immediately, but they go.
They flee to the
on
upper
rear
parts of the ship.
Okay, and this disorganize everything, and you have to remix. Yeah, because it's panic.
Right.
Okay, and you have to make a new file that way. So, etc., etc. So it's a cooperative game. That means that depending on our specific ability, we make choice to try to make the best as possible and to save everybody. So,
What are some of the abilities that you might have?
for example, this one, it don't draw action cards when sinking, but it starts with 4 action cards, which is very helpful at the beginning of the game. Okay, for example, another one. This one, it was John Edward Smith, which was the captain. Okay, his ability is to be able to take all the action cards from all the players and to distribute
Rearrange.
them on an order which is better for the crew. Okay, etc., etc. What is fun is that you can think that the best could be to draw the maximum of cards as possible each time, to have a more chance to place a new passenger there. But it's not really the case because
Clearly that was a setup question. Yes.
because as soon as the deck is empty, you have to reshuffle it. And to reshuffling the deck, the consequence is that you have to flip the book. So the time progresses, and until the end.
And of course, time speeds up
And
at the end.
You will, at the end of the game, you will have this kind of things with files in the good colors, etc. And your score is the highest card in each file.
Okay.
And
So maximum 30.
yeah, exactly. Maximum 60. 17.
Oh, because there's 2 series
Yeah,
of each.
exactly.
Yes.
And the challenge is to make the best as possible and to try game after game to make the highest score. And just for memory, the story of the crew was that they would have made 19. We in that situation, okay? And then, when you are really experimented, you can see that you have 2 kinds of cards in each color. One with, I don't know how to say that,
An anchor.
one
One.
uncle, and
And one
best,
without.
if you manage to save everybody, which is possible, which hard but possible, you have bonuses with maximum salary of uncles in each category. That means that even when saving everybody, you have a challenge to try to make better. Okay, and when you are really experimented, instead of beginning with 4, 6, 8, 10 cards at the beginning, you can change to reverse, to have 4, 6, 8, 10 here, which is much more challenging.
So you got a huge
Yeah.
crowd that's going to be fleeing.
And I think that's a game.
Excellent. Thanks very much.
Thank you, my
looks
pleasure.
fantastic. I mean, what I meant before, the Little Prince over here, the stack is disappearing here quickly at Gen Con 2013. It's a family game and simple, and yet for gamers, it's perfect as well. Like, there's a lot to it that you can look into if you want. Or you just play.
I hope so. It's the kind of game I like to play myself. I like to play around me. People, my family are not hard players, okay? But I want to play with them, and to have to keep an interest for me, I have to have some small things inside that I like. So that's the reason why I designed this kind of game.
This is for your family, and Cyclades is for the other.
For my son and me.
All right. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much.